Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is a one-on-one legacy match. I'm hoping I found an opponent who's just here to play Magic to have fun, because I'm playing my Aurochs deck. I've been trying for weeks now to get a good match with the Aurochs deck so that I can show it to you. This is just a purely for fun deck. I don't expect to win, but it really irritates me when people bring all their crazy, top tier tournament level crap into the just for fun. I don't know if it's a server or whatever. When I want to have a little bit of fun and play my Aurochs deck, I don't want to end up against a guy who, plays, blue mainly. Blue makes me mad the most. But I don't want to see your bullshit control, lockdown strategies of crap. I just want to have fun and play the game. So I've got 3 different Aurochs cards in my hand. There's only 4 Aurochs cards that aren't changelings. The original from Ice Age. And then the other 3 are from Cold Snap. Also, Snow Mana, just so you know, it's surprisingly expensive to get snow-covered lands. Because it's something that I wanted to do so that I could, maybe use this ability if it ever comes up. But I'm playing against a mono black deck, so I expect to get annihilated very quickly. Because the Aurochs don't have any evasion. They don't have any way of protecting themselves. It's all about that little ability down at the end of the card. Whenever Aurochs attacks, it gets a +1/+0 until the end of turn for each attacking Aurochs. And each Aurochs card has that ability. And they all have trample. If they didn't have trample, then the Aurochs would pretty much suck. Not saying that they're powerhouses as it is, but at least in the way they decided to make these cards, at least they're fun. Okay, I'm at 5 mana. If I get a 6th, I can throw out the Aurochs Herd. You know something I just had a thought is, so far since he hasn't played anything, I think it would actually be funny if he was choosing not to play anything just to see what my deck can do. But no, he played Victim of Night on my Rimehorn Aurochs. Brass Herald, still need 1 more mana. I don't want to be the land-killing asshole, but I don't have anything else that I can play. I am stuck. Mortal Wound is one of the only ways that I have to be able to kill creatures for certain. Because that way I can play it on a creature, and if they attack with it, I could throw a 1/1 in the way and it'll die. And then Aurochs Herd costs 6, Brass Herald costs 6. I guess. Throw that out. I think I might need to replace Ordeal of Nylea with just Rampant Growth. Because this deck is inconsistent. But then again, it can't really be consistent when the theme is Aurochs. The smallest Auroch is 2 mana, and then it goes to 4, and then 5, and then 6. And then playing against mono black. Whatever I played the Ordeal on was gonna die. Well, let's throw that on him. This is another kind of oddball card, but it's one of the only ways that I can draw cards in this deck. And I know some of you are saying, why not just play Harmonize or something like that? I don't have those cards, and this was like 2 cents, I think. You know, it's basically a card that's not good enough. It's almost, it's just a little bit better than giving the card away. He just played Rise from the Grave on one of my Aurochs. Oh, that is funny. Well, I guess I just have to throw the Werebear at him. If he blocks, they both die, and I draw 2 cards. I have to say, I wonder what's in his hand, because he hasn't played a whole lot this game. And somehow I've still managed to knock him down to 9. And I'm just gonna take the 3. Well, my deck decided to give me mana. Not the mana that I needed. All I needed was a forest. Just 1 forest. And then I've considered ditching Brass Herald. It's a little bit clunky, costs 6 mana, but at the moment, depending on what he has in his hand and what he plays, I could play the Brass Herald, choosing, let's see, Human Bear Druid, one of those. He'd be a 2, he'd be a 2, he'd be a 2, and I'd be able to punch through and kill him. Alright, throwing out the Aurochs herd. Yes, I want to use the ability. We will grab the little one to show you guys. This is the smallest Auroch, Bull Aurochs. And I'll swing with the Ooze, Acidic Slime. Either he takes 2 or his creature and my creature both die. No big deal. Something else I've been thinking about is throwing out the Mortal Wounds and just throwing in like Giant Growth. I'm sure that there are some out there that something out there that gives like Death Touch in green, maybe. It wouldn't be so bad. Okay, we've got 7 mana. So throw out the other herd. Go with a plain Aurochs this time. And I don't know what he's gonna do here. If he takes it, he'll be at 1. There's nothing I can do to kill him. If he blocks, I'll trample. If he blocks here, I'll trample over for 3, and he'll take 4. Or he could block here and just take the 4. Alright, he's gonna block there. I get to draw 2 cards, which is really nice. And it will turn on Threshold so that this bear is a 4/4. So, do you have anything? Because if you don't, this will only be the second time I've ever won a game with this deck. Well, technically third. I won a match, best 2 out of 3, with this deck. So this would actually be the third game that I'd have ever won. Each player sacks a creature. Okay. I can sack him since I have the land in my hand. And this really hasn't been much of a show for the Aurochs. I wish I had been able to show you guys more of the Aurochs. But let's go a little Auroch crazy on this last turn. And then roll in. Okay, so this is a match. Will I win a second match with the Aurochs deck? I'm going to pause here until he submits his deck. Okay. For a second there, I didn't know if he was going to make it back or not. He must have had quite the decisions to make in the in his sideboard. In the Just for Fun section, I never have sideboards. Okay, thanks a lot, Shuffler. Evening up the playing field. Oh, Shuffler, you can go... Oh, screw you, Shuffler. Okay, dude, you should have sideboarded already, so this should be a simple submit deck. But it doesn't look like it, so I'm gonna pause again. Okay, he's back again. Yes, I'll play first. Oh, you're gonna be nice to me now, huh, Shuffler? After you've screwed me over. But it's still not a great hand. At least I have the land to do something, but I don't have anything to do. But one of the great things about this is I can play it on any creature. And then when it dies, I still draw cards. I don't know if that was already in their deck when they started. Hell, I don't even know if they sideboarded, because they spent a good 3 minutes between each time that they needed to submit a deck. And, you know, I could get if the first time was to sideboard, but the second time, you would have already been sideboarded. There wouldn't have been a reason to waste 3 minutes of time. But that could be a good little aggro card for him. What is that? What was it? Nightmare Lash? That the equipped creature gets +1/+1 for every swamp you control? Wouldn't be a bad thing to have for him at the moment. Okay, I took... Oh, he didn't play... He didn't play anything on his second turn. Did he? Did he keep a one-land hand? Not that it helps me any, since I've got a 5, a 5, and a 6. Well, now I have a 4. This really sucks. You know, if he got mana screwed and I can't take advantage of it, every turn that he gets to... that I don't get to do anything is a turn that he can stabilize, potentially. The worst part about that Tormented Soul is I don't have anything that can touch him. And I'm at 4 mana. And that's the only 4 that I have. I need to draw another land. But if I don't, I can throw Bequeathal and Forced Adaptation onto the Aurochs. That way, it'll be a target, but if he kills it, I'll get cards out of the deal. Play Rhyhorn Aurochs, but I think I'm just gonna go with the enchantment play. And gamble on whatever card I have to discard from the Black Cat. Well, it took the 6. Okay. That's fine. I don't... You know, there's no guarantee that I'd draw a land anyway, so... On my next turn, depending on what I draw... Oh! Green and black! Interesting. I think I'm just gonna have to slime the green, because I don't know what he's got that requires green, but he doesn't get to have it now. You know, and that's... I really don't like doing that kind of thing. I don't like doing LD in for fun matches, even if it's a valid strategy, just because it's a dick move. You know, it's no fun to be stuck on so little mana. But I didn't really see that I had any other alternative. We'll go with the Rhyhorn Aurochs. And then we gamble with the Black Cat. Either way works out fine for me. If I get another... Dude, you should block the slime. This has trample. Well, I lost the Aurochs. No big deal. Surging Might can be good. It can be fun. The reason why it's in this deck is because this was something that I used in my Aurochs deck when I built it when Cold Snap came out. It's literally the only reason why it's in the deck. I mean, I know it's not that good of a card. Yes. Okay, I looked at the cards. And 5, 10, this is over. Well, it wasn't all that as much of an exciting game as I had hoped to show you guys, but you know, I got to show you Aurochs without getting countered to death or controlled to death or, you know, whatever, you know, all that kind of crap. And second match win for the Aurochs deck since I made it. So once he lets that through, I can friendly guy, and it's a win. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I will see you in the next video.